Hi, welcome. I was going to do an air sign reading, and this popped out. Justice. So there might be a justice call this week for someone this week, or I'm literally talking to a Libra. And this week is significant for you in one way or another. What else popped out here? Oh, made this last night. Well, what did I do? Oh, I can't say anymore. Every time I talk about the candle, my little candles on here, someone rips off my ideas. I swear, it's weird. Okay, we're talking about someone ripping off your idea. I hope I'm not steamrolling over anybody's questions right now, but I'm getting kind of an override with your questions to let you know that someone is ripping you off, or did you know it? Someone who lives in New York or performs in New York or has a house in the Hamptons? Who does that? I don't know. E.T. phoned home. He takes shirt home to home planet. Something snapped. Q. Made inexpensive wide-scale printing possible. It's like Keeper. This is someone that you like or that you look up to. They're a star. You would curtsy to them, but it's Stockholm Syndrome. They're copying you. There's some confusion there. Why? Okay, let me shut up. Let me pull some cards here. Something snapped. Okay. So I'm getting that you might be both a part of the same. Okay, no guilt, no shame, or anything like that. Secret society or like. So it's like, I don't know if you know that you're part of the Illuminati or if it's like something like that. But do you know how the really, really big stars, and I'm not going to name any names, but I listen to a lot of music. I have something where I need to listen to new music every week, at least one new artist or new album a week, just to keep my mind agile. I'm getting older and I don't want to be one of those people that's like, they don't make good music anymore. Because that's not true. So I listen to a lot of indie music, a lot of, I want to say minor acts, but 9 times out of 10, what happens with those is even if they do get some kind of a local following or they get famous on a level where they're invited into this group, where, yeah, we're totally not the Illuminati, but we've totally got the pyramids and the OKs and which I'll get into that in another video, what that really means. It's just signals to your handlers that you're being programmed and that it's fair game. And that whatever evil, wicked, sexually abusing thing they do to you is going to elevate them in that secret society, because it's all about programming and tearing down those with the light. And tearing down those with the light often means stealing their ideas and pretending like it's theirs and taking it to a bigger audience. So what I'm getting here is, what does that have to do with anything? Yeah, you're like, what are you talking about? Just say it. Okay, so somebody that you have to, because of this hierarchy, who would be like, I'm just going to say Lady Gaga, because she would never give a fuck in a million years that anyone was using her as an example, I don't think. That as a famous person, everyone knows her. Everyone's heard of her. It's not like you're going to be like, Lady Gaga, who's that? You know what I mean? But someone who her team, her writers have ripped off as a song might be like a local artist who is a really incredible, younger, gifted songwriter, or them. And I'm not saying Lady Gaga, please. I'm just saying as an example for you. You are someone who's well known. This is someone who's more well known than you. You have to kiss their ass. You might even be a fan of theirs. You might even have a crush on them. Ooh, this might even be someone that you have gotten into a love relationship with in the music business. I'm just going to say music business here. Okay, or you're looking to. This is someone who's higher on the list than you. But what they're doing is poaching. What they're doing is sneaking. What they're doing is literally stealing your ideas. But because you have to look up to them, or you've been programmed to look up to them, or society says they're above you on that pyramid, you don't see it as that. But what I'm saying to you is there's going to be something coming in very quickly this week as far as energy that's going to shed a light on this. Let's say there's someone who's very, very well known right now, and they're out in the charts, and they're just like topping the charts, and they're killing the game, and everyone's like, wow, they're so creative. And it's like, no, they're totally stealing lesser well-known people's work. Or even if you are well-known, this person's more well-known than you, because they're employing these dark tactics to still work. And at any time you could take them to court for this. I mean, I feel like there is a top 10, I'm sorry to yell at you, I'm sorry. I feel like there is a top 10 song, maybe number 8, right now that is directly ripped off from your catalog, from something you wrote from one of your songs. And they're going to pass it off as an homage. And if you weren't tied into this group, if it wasn't like, well, we're all in this together, you would be like, fuck that, I'm suing. But because of this Illuminati group, and I don't think you see it as that, and please don't get upset with me, because like if you know that you're only going to special clubs, or you're a performer and you're getting into, you are like, do you do this? Do you have these things flashing on stage? I'm sorry, but if it's not you, it's the person that's ripping you off. And that's, it's a pyramid scheme. And they still to do that, to get there. And I think that they're hoping that you don't see it. That you're not just like, wow, that top 10 song that everyone loves right now sounds exactly like that B-side off my album, or a song off my album that I know you listen to. But because you look up to them, or you respect their work, or you like some of their other music, or maybe they inspired you in one way or another. No. You're bothered by it because it's not right. That person's not your friend. This guy or the gal is not your lover. Especially if you're not same-sex attracted, but all of a sudden you feel hypnotized to the same-sex attracted person, or maybe they're not even. It's just like, wow, our love is so crazy and wild, and then all of a sudden, the spark that inspires you to create is gone, and you feel like you are uninspired, and you can't write, and the next thing you know, they're blowing up. And you're stuck in a corner, and you didn't see it coming, either because of some sort of, I'm getting glamour spell here. Like, I don't think that you're stupid, and I don't think you're easy to trick. And I don't think that you're a fangirl or fanboy kind of person where all that glitters is not gold. You know that already, but there's something sneaky here that you're not seeing, or that you will see this week, where it will be very obvious to you that this person, they may be talented, but they're a poacher. It's like a comic who's selling to a sold out stadium who's stealing jokes from smaller artists. But because they've been trained like, okay, no, we're all in this group and we don't knock each other down. Or because you might even be in the same record company. And they're like how do you sue your own record company? You might be thinking. No. That's what they want you to think. But you can. I mean, is this a suing it, or is it just seeing it for what it is and distancing yourself from that person, these people? I'm seeing that you're so gifted, you're so talented, you're so bright, and you're so young. Whoever you are, and I don't mean like young at heart. I feel like you're kind of ancient and heavy-hearted. But you're very young and you have your entire life ahead of you. And I feel like at a subconscious level, this is weighing on you. Like you're supposed to be happy for someone who is low-key taking your ideas. It's not a homage. It's not an homage. They're trying to keep you in a merry-go-round. So you're like, oh, I'm so happy for you. You're happy for me. They're not happy for you. This is a means to an end. This is about money. They don't care who they step on. They've already decided. They've already made a dark pact. You're not in this together. But justice will be done if you don't let feelings of nostalgia or adoration get in the way. Okay, which minor adjustment for whoever you are. But if they have their way, if you don't say something, if you don't do something, if you don't take an executive moment in your own life to say, okay, I see that for what it is, and we're going to cut the head off that snake. We're going to trim the fat here, if only in your own life. Those that breadcrumb you, to steal from you, to take from your ideas, to claim it was an homage, to leave you singing sad love songs. I mean, they'll steal that from you too. They'll claim that. But you don't know this. They'll make it seem like we're working together. Okay, so this could be with the lovers there. If this is not a love situation, if you're like, oh no, ma'am, not me, not love, I don't have to worry about that. This is someone that you love. This is someone that you look up to. They see your light, yeah. They might be really good at making people feel special if they're like, I love your work. I love your music. I'm such a huge fan of you. And you're like, oh my God, that's amazing. They're a huge fan of poaching your magic, of poaching your work, and of passing it off as their own, because they're never going to say it's an homage. They might say that to you behind the scenes. But that's to cause that confusion of we're all in this together. We're all on the same team. What they're saying is, please don't sue me for ripping you off. Please don't sue me for stealing your ideas. They'll say to you privately it's an homage, never publicly. Is there a songwriting credit? Is there a picture of you on the album where they're like, this is after I listened to this person's album and it inspired me to make this song that sounds almost just like it, and it's totally your style and it's totally how you are. I feel like whoever you are, you started your own genre of music. This person's like, I can do any kind of music, but they can poach any kind of music. They poach every kind of music. You created, I'm sorry, I feel like I'm going a little too hard here on you right now. I'm sorry, let me back off. I'm INFNJ, I'm so sorry. You created your own genre of music. The people that you look up to could never. Oh, I just got chills. It could be, let's work together for this. I want you to come on my album. Don't go on anybody's album who's doing better than you. They're using you. It's more to pull you in. It's more to pull you in to see, like, look at what we're doing. We're winning together. When really you need to be more defensive of the beautiful work that you've created. You're too humble. You're too humble. And if you're in the business, you need to know that they do that to you. Billy Corgan was talking about that when he was in his fucking era. Melancholy. I mean, he was making double albums of more beautiful work than most people ever do in their entire life. And the business, the handlers were like, it's not enough. That's not even, I mean, no one's, what else can you do? Show us something else. Show us something else. Get out of that mindset. That is programming. That is backing you into a corner where you can get stolen from and not speak up. Because what? Now you're friends? No, you're not friends. There are, there's no crying in baseball. There are no friends in show business. There are no friends in politics. There's no family. There's no best friend. I'm sorry. That sounded really, really harsh. I think you know who your friends are. And it's okay to look up to people, but I feel like something's going to happen where you can't ignore it anymore. Where someone is literally taking money out of your pocket, taking food off your table. You're young. You have your entire future ahead of you. Okay, so now that I've yelled at you, what do you do? What do you do? Because this is someone who's got the lawyers, they've got the backing, but I feel like so do you. I feel like you are a lawyer. You are the backing. You are the one who knocks, So what do you do? First of all, say no to the collaboration that's just going to be more poaching of your ideas without giving you credit. They'll be like, oh, we were dating for a little while. Like, you'll show up on the red carpet together and have like a few moments, and then they'll get their pictures, and then that's all. And you'll be left alone. Ooh. Seeing it for what it is. It's not a community. It's a demonic sorority. It's a demonic fraternity. It's always the pyramid scheme. It's always that way. There are no friends. It is poaching. It is self-aware of what it's doing. It is meant to isolate you, to make you feel alienated. It is to put you in the dark and have you accept the explanation. But I feel like you see right through it. Here, I feel like someone wants you to not see something that you're seeing very, very clearly this week. They're a competitor. They're a competitor posing as a lover right now. Yeah, they see that you are the divine feminine that you are. What is that? They're hoping that you sacrifice yourself. You're a big fan of me, so let me poach your art. I'm going to call it an homage like this, behind the scenes, but never give you the credit outright. While I rise to the top, and you do whatever the hell, I don't care anymore. Honestly, that's what I'm getting. This is harsh. This is someone who is... Can I get on that? Can I get more on that? What? Because you probably have a lot of people around you trying to get with you, trying to be with you, trying to propose something. If this is someone who is starting their own record label because they've been a very popular pop star or something, but they've been poaching. They've had a team that knows how to poach, even from other countries. Like, I listen to music from all over the world, and I'll hear someone in Korea poach something that someone in Indonesia wrote. Or someone in freaking Lakota territory being poached by someone in Sweden. So there is a network here. There is a network, and it would be a mistake to let that person who's top 10 performer sign you to their little newfound record label when they're the top star. It's not like they're retired, they're not making music, but even if it is that, it's still to poach your music because you're young, you're a fountain of youth, a fountain of life, a fountain of inspiration. You are that magic that they're looking for. No, this is not the beginning that you think it is. Oh, there's the Eight of Swords again. The futility and then the restriction that comes with trusting this person or thinking that this group has your back or your best interests at heart. They'll go with whoever's going to make the most money. The lowest step. There is no low that they won't go. You know, they got no ethics. There is no love there. They don't understand the law. The higher law, the lower law. They don't understand. I'm guessing this is like a Google witch. They practice black magic. That's all falling off. That's all falling off. The masks are all falling off of those that practice dark witchcraft secretly, blood sacrifice. That's not what we do here. It will be very, very obvious. And you don't want any part of that. You are this justice. You bring justice to the world by existing. And the baby steps in this situation is standing up for yourself and doing something about it. Because this is food on your table. This is fair for you to have abundance off your own creation. And it's fair to call it out. And it's right for you to see it for what it is. And that you're not all in this together. Can I pull? They could be a Virgo. It could be someone that, God, they're saying, no, you can make so much money, so much more money over here. But you don't feel that, like you feel this coldness there. It's all that glitters is not gold in the realest sense of the word. You know, it's this promise of abundance. No, come with me. Join this group, join this cult, join this religion, and it's just to suck you dry. It's just to leave you in absolute ruin, financially, emotionally. And at that point, you won't be able to say anything about it because you're under contract. And there's this fine print there. So as it speaks now, you are able to do something, to say something, to build your own financial entity, independence, little by little, without this, oh God, yeah, you're doing this alone, little by little. Your strength and your joy comes from separating from feeling like you can't stand up for yourself because they're bigger or they're top 10 or you look up to them. Like this might be really, really heartbreaking for you because you're a huge fan. And there's some mean girl shit behind the scenes on you. Like this is a mean girl. Even if they're a guy and you're a guy. No, it's absolutely in the cards for you to say, at least to them, I can't help but know, that song sounds so much like this. No, say it. I know that this person ripped off this song. They call it an homage, but they never publicly recognized me. Sometimes all it takes is to get past that, oh, I'm not supposed to say anything. I'm supposed to be good-hearted about this. I am expected to roll over. I'm expected to show my belly because this person's well-known or well-loved or I love their music. Maybe you loved someone else's music the whole time that they ripped off. Maybe it was another friend that they were pretending like they were in love with or that they wanted to work with, and they snuck this, they snuck that, and then no one ever heard from that person again. No, not today. Don't let it be you. Don't let it be you. What to do, what not to do. This is a time of meditation and rest because it's going to break your heart. But it's going to bring the new start with the actual love, where you can be open, you can work if you are a creator with this person, or be in love and be in an intimate, open, raw, honest relationship. But this isn't it. This is not it. Keep your ideas to yourself. Keep yourself to yourself. Stay celibate. Don't accept an offer at this time. Look at this. Don't accept an offer at this time if that's it. It could be both things. It could be people are hovering around trying to poach everything about you right now. Keep to yourself. Your light is your own. Yeah. Your wisdom is your own. And if you're unsure of where to go next or which project to move forward with in your own box of tricks, so to speak, give it a rest right now, because you need to see something for what it is, where you felt very included maybe in a group. And you need to understand that it's not for your best interest. So it's that thing where you say, you start your day alone with a prayer. Greeting yourself in the mirror like an old friend. That sort of thing. Say no to the anyone that comes in and out of your life, in and out of your life. Suddenly they care, suddenly they don't care. Suddenly they want to sleep with you, but it's only when you're drunk. It's something like that. No, they're taking from you. It's going nowhere. You need to focus on your independence right now. Ooh, yeah, 2 9s, 2 4s, 2 8s, 2 7s. It's going to be double synchronicity for you. So if you're like, am I seeing that right? It'll come in, bam, again. Okay, so Spirit will be like, yes, that's it. Here's another example, and again and again. Okay, so you're going from being misled or those trying to confuse you about what's being stolen from you. It's going to happen quick. You choose to stand up for yourself so that you're not backed into a corner. It's going to hurt because this person is someone you look up to, but this is about your future. If you don't stand up right now, it's going to make you even more devastated than finding out that someone you love is only out to poach from you, to steal from you, to hurt you, to bed you, to steal your light and then throw you away and never give you credit. Acting like, oh, aren't you so lucky to be their friend? No. It's a time to keep your ideas to yourself, your goodies to yourself. Could have been a near-death experience and you're not even understanding it. Or it's going to be a new way of seeing this group that you felt a part of. But it brings you to this permanent understanding of who you are, what you know, what you'll put up with. When is it worth working for someone else? When is it worth just being alone? But it brings you to a mastery of your own life. We saw the world. We saw strength. So this is scary. It will take some courage. But it's going to feel really good for you to say, that's basically my song. That's basically my song. And no, I do not choose to partner up with maybe one of the biggest competitors in my life right now. Just because they know how to play the part well to get what they want. Yeah, nah. This is a place of gestation. Of you will only sacrifice your blood, sweat, and tears for your own creation, no one else's, period, point blank. No, you won't join their band. No, you won't join their tour. No, they won't actually follow through with the promises if they're signing you. If they're all of a sudden they're your best friend, and you're like, wow, I'm a huge fan, but I gotta say that song kind of sounds like mine from 3 albums ago. You need to bring that up. At the very least, be self-aware about it. It's coming in quick. And it might be more than one thing. It might be you notice that makes you notice another thing. And you see how there's a few people around you that you need to keep yourself from, your goodies from, yourself, your money, maybe it's just literally all about independence right now. Be alone. You don't need anyone. You can make something out of nothing any day of the week. So the second you shine the light on the light thieves here, you realize that they're not dream makers, they're dream killers. And it will lead to your ruin. This idea that you're all in it together, that you are a group, that you are working together. Nah, that ain't what it is. Keep your boundaries up. Build a moat around your castle walls this week. Fill it with sharks. Be very scientific. If you're like, I kind of think I know what you're talking. No. There is true love here for you once you walk away from that institution or that person that you love very much or look up to, who is a walking, talking shark. And they'll do what they need to and say what they need to and sleep with who they need to be as happy as they can be for the rest of their life. No, walk away. Walk away. There's that other 8. There's that other 8. Yes, you're loving. Yes, you're compassionate. Yes, it's great to be a fan. But this is not someone you should be a fan of. They have enough fans who don't know the real them. If you see the real them, and they're a poacher, and they're a thief, and they're in the top 10, no. Do not make peace with them. This is a moment of peace for you. Do not sacrifice yourself for them. Do not sacrifice your well-being, your peace of mind, or your future abundance because they want you to. It's not fair for you. They could be a Sagittarius or your Libra Sagittarius. Okay? So take it as it resonates. If you're not someone that's literally in the business and you're like a creator or an artist, it's like someone who is an incredible artist and someone who's well-known, steals that bit of art and they're like, look, I'm trying a new theme. No. It was never theirs and it's not fair. And you are not being asked to sit down or to roll over or to make peace or be subservient. And if that means leaving that organization, that's exactly what it means. And if it means saying no to an organization, that is what it means. They want you to sacrifice yourself. And if you say no, you need to understand that they're willing to throw you under the bus. Literally. Literally. That is not your friend. It's a shark. Walk away. Say no. Choose justice for yourself. Okay, what to do, what not to do. More information on the lover. If this is not someone who's trying to work with you, yeah, let me pull on that. Okay. Just to be clear, This, because I feel like it is someone who will come in and pretend to be a lover just to steal your ideas. A star. So they could be an Aquarius, or like I said, they're already already a star. It's a sneak attack. Like they come out of nowhere all of a sudden wanting to be your friend, or all of a sudden wanting to be your lover. And you're like, oh my God, like they could be an Oscar winner and you're just getting into the business, something like that. Or they're literally an Aquarius. Sterilization, 7 of Cups. It's like all of a sudden they're around and you don't have inspiration anymore. You don't feel inspired anymore. I'm feeling like a creative sterilization here. They have an effect on you. Pay attention to that. Be very scientific about the people that come around, how they make you feel, how you feel when they walk out of the room, regardless of how they make you feel in the moment with the glamour in your face. Historian. So this would be unable to let go of the past and move on, may struggle with authoritative traits, scattered and unable to focus at times. So you're like, how are you so successful when you're so scattered? It's because it's the team. They have a dark team of handlers, and their handlers handle anybody that comes in their life. So if you're a friend, you're going to be handled by their team. If you're a lover, you're going to be handled by their team. You will be assigned a handler on their team, okay? Scattered, they will never listen to you. They will never treat you as an equal. If it's a lover, a friend, or a creative partner. Never. It will leave you feeling confused. Scattered. Maybe even unlovable, but unsure why or how. And that's how black magic works too. I touched on that in another. How do you know if someone's doing black magic on you? Love spells. No spells are okay. Black magic's not okay. Love spells are not okay. Messing with someone's energy is not okay. Ever. You can say, I want to manifest the love of my life, and leave it there and go from there. But you can't say, I want that person, I want the... And I think that's what this person does. The mask is falling off. See it for what it is. Okay? Let me get another thing on that. Mother of air. It's gotta be an Aquarius, a Gemini, a Libra, very, very heavy air sign. So it could be like they're like, hey, we have the same chart or something like that. I don't know. If you're a Libra, you could have Aquarius in your chart, or they just have a lot of Aquarius in their chart. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. In and out, sneak attack. Oh, what to do starting today. Poet. Cosplaying, wise investment. Keep to yourself. This person's fake as heck, and they're going to try to make you feel like you're copying them. Know it for what it is. Keep your ideas to yourself. Start a low-stakes project where no one's ever going to see it, no one's ever going to hear it. It's just for you today. That's the wise investment. So don't focus on how much money you can make, or how many connections you need to make, or what anyone else expects of you. You don't even need to actually give any closure to anyone, from what I can tell. If they're willing to put baby in a corner, if they're willing to literally sacrifice you because you're speaking up for yourself, no, you don't need to say goodbye. You don't need to explain yourself. You don't need to... you don't know anybody anything, from what I can tell. Not a damn person, not a one. You don't have to explain anything to anyone. If you have to tell a little white lie to be by yourself right now, that's okay. Be a poet. Be emo if it's terribly hurtful that this happened. It's okay to feel your feelings. It's okay to feel pain from the betrayal of someone who is presenting as a friend or a partner. What not to do. Oh, God. Yeah, they want to be like, oh, man, help you with your career? No. This is not the secret door to the success that you want in the industry that they're coming. No, this is not a compatible relationship either. It's not. Especially if you're not same-sex attracted and all of a sudden you feel like you are for this one person, and they're not either. And then there's black magic going on there. They're not going, no, don't do that. Don't do that, no. Another clue that this is if you're having a lot of people, they have some sort of a weird allergic reaction to something and you're like, really? They're like, everyone in my family is allergic to something, but it's not true. This person's a liar. I love Paris in the springtime. Read that again. Are you sure it reads, I love Paris in the springtime? I love Paris in the springtime. Double again. Double confirmation with something. It could be they want to take you to Paris and you're just like, really? That's amazing. No. And they're like, oh, but I'm allergic to something. Or they're sneezing. Or when someone lies, you sneeze. How about that? How about you come up with something specific for you? You make a deal with your guardian angels right now, your higher power. It's like, okay, whoever this person is, I need to sneeze whenever they lie or whenever they invite or whenever this is. It will be a clue for you and it will be twice. It'll be like sneeze twice or cough twice. And then they'll be like, oh, I'm allergic to something ridiculous. Okay, that's a clue. Stay away from them. Don't let them in. Don't talk to them. Don't accept that trip. Don't accept that love. That's not love. It's poaching. By next week, oh, I don't know if you know this, but because, I don't know if you were a love child in a past life or something, or if you don't understand that you have an inheritance coming to you, and a magical inheritance that can't be taken away. It's like the simulating the magical inheritance and the abundance that comes by poaching off of those that have it and turning that into millions and being like, yeah, I'm the millionaire. I have good karma. I'm this, I'm that. And when it's nothing of the sort here. You need to know that you are incredibly powerful, incredibly sensual. There is a magic that comes from your sexuality. Keep it to yourself right now. That's a part of it. If you're like, I'm not even working right now, I'm off and I met this person. No, keep yourself to yourself right now. They could even be working black magic to know that you have an inheritance coming. So there's money that's going to be yours and it needs to be yours alone. There's inspiration that's coming to you and it needs to be yours alone. A true love coming, and it needs to be yours alone. Untouched by this group, these people, these poachers. So, I feel like I'm yelling at you. I'm so sorry. Oh God, again, I swear I just shuffled this. Be alone. Your own wisdom. How the hell... it's like someone who has nowhere near the amount of wisdom that you have, courage that you have, backbone, creativity. How are they going to give you advice? No, you don't need advice. You don't need to explain yourself. You don't need to work with anyone. You could be Diana Ross, the diva, okay, with a little bit of the Buddha under the tree. This week. There is no us. There is no community. It's only you. Please let it be that. There is no us. There is no we. It's only you this week. Especially when that realization comes in and you're like, oh my God, it's like a moment in where you can't be of two minds anymore. Where I look up to that person, but they're hurting me. If someone's stealing from you, taking your ideas and trying to handle you out of your abundance, the cold, hard truth is that's not your friend. They don't deserve what they have, and it will be taken from them terribly, publicly, and you don't want to have a connection to them. It's like someone that everyone wants to be friends with is all of a sudden everyone's embarrassed to know them, and that is what you're going to see happen. Period. You got this. You are the one who knocks. Never forget that. You're a warrior. You're special. But you're also very tender inside. You know, you're kind of a delicate flower. It will hurt. Or it is hurting. But it's like a magic trick that you can do for yourself to say, no, I won't go along with that. No, I won't let you use me as if we're all in this together when it's only to stab me in my back. They've already stolen 3 of your songs and they want to steal 3 more. Very specific. So if it's time to look back and be like, hey, this sounds like that. Yeah, be specific and bring it up. Just say it out loud. And if you can't say it out loud yet, at least come to an understanding within yourself. Your mind is your own, your body is your own, your wisdom's your own, your abundance, your creativity, your grace, your peace. They can only take it if you let them. She can only trick you if you let her. Don't roll over. Don't show your belly. Don't wear your heart on your sleeve. Don't show your cards. How many more of these euphemisms can I say before you smack me in the face? I hope I said what I needed to say. Please forgive me if I was uncouth. But you deserve justice. And it's here for you. This is a beautiful, successful conclusion to a hero's journey. And it's just the beginning. You have your entire life ahead of you. But be alone. Keep yourself to yourself, your thoughts to yourself. And just peep game if that's all it is. All right? All right. I hope that helps. Thanks for watching. I'm Walker. This is Dance Walker Tarot. And I'll see you for the next one. Bye-bye.